Well, the problem was, and I'm seeing the calls light up here, 888-957-9570. There's a couple spots where I thought Steve Kerr, I don't know if he was trying to fill out the series or what, but when you pull Steph Curry with 2:18 left, and you know you're going to rest him for the first few minutes of the fourth quarter.
In there.
Draymond and Steph have to be on the floor at all times in the series.
See,
one or the other.
I'm 100%.
One or the other.
I totally
They have
agree.
to be on the floor.
Totally agree.
All series long, one or the other.
I agree.
But if you know you're going to rest, and look, Steve Kerr knows a lot more basketball than I do. I don't know anything about coaching. But personally, when he pulled Steph Curry, he only had 2 field goal attempts in that third quarter. 2. But the Warriors were rolling. I needed Curry to finish that quarter out. I needed Curry to finish that quarter out to guarantee that the Warriors are going into the fourth quarter with at least a 6 to 8 point lead. Hell, 10 would have been nice, but give me a 6 to 8 point lead. You cannot go into the fourth quarter down 1 after playing so well for 34 minutes.
Well, and it felt like you had opportunities to get a 10-plus point lead in that third quarter. It felt like
they had a 10-point lead.
No, but I'm saying to close that quarter out with something closer to a 10-point lead.
Yep.
And to me, like those are the moments where the opportunities where you've got to seize them, especially on the road, especially with how loud that stadium was, that arena was in the first half.
Yep.
You had an opportunity because at the beginning of the third quarter, everybody was getting beer or doing whatever. Like, I don't knock fans for that. Like, it felt quiet, and it felt like the Warriors were going to go on a little run there. And I got to give De'Aaron Fox credit. Third quarter, I think he sensed the moment, and there were certain spots where either he said, "I'm going to take over," or "I'm going to be the one to keep up us in this game and keep this around an 8 to 10 point lead."
Well, he got hot in the third quarter, 5 and 9 from the floor, 14 points. I just thought that stretch with 2:18 left in the third quarter and turned everything around because, look, Jordan Poole, and this is where Steve Kerr again. And in the second quarter, with about 3 or 4 minutes left, he pulls Jordan Poole. And I thought Jordan Poole had it rolling.
He was cooking.
I'm saying he's a guy. Cooking. And look, Jordan Poole, he's getting a lot of criticism or whatever. Oh, you like a defense, whatever. The whole damn team doesn't play defense, all right? I don't care about the whole team is struggling defensively. But Jordan Poole at the end of the second quarter, 3 to 4 minutes left, was rolling.
He was.
And Kerr pulled him. And I thought, that's a guy I need to ride.
Yeah.
I need to ride the hot head to keep him rolling going into halftime to feel good about himself. It almost felt like Steve Kerr said, I'm going to pull you now, and we're going to let you cool down a little bit. And I thought going into halftime with the 6-point lead, I still was like a little uneasy. Thinking,
I was too.
They outplayed the Kings. The Kings were tight to start. But now I believe the Kings are going to start fast tonight.
I agree with you. I mean, look, there's a lot of reasons to feel optimistic on both sides, right? Like you hear the Kings fans, well, we didn't play our best game. I agree with that. It is the playoffs, and you'll be lucky if you get 1 or 2 of your quote-unquote best games per 7-game series. So, the other team gets paid as well. I look at it from a Warriors perspective, and you're saying, like, what could happen today? You talked about Kevin Huerter in the green room. I agree with you. Huerter didn't really do much. I thought defensively he was pretty good, but he didn't really do much. You didn't get anything really from Keegan Murray.
No.
Harrison Barnes, he looks motivated. I actually think he could do more.
He does look motivated.
He looks really motivated. Sabonis, you got to believe Sabonis is going to play better.
Warriors play really well on him, though. They play really well on him. He may make him. He'll probably make a few buddies.
Now, I will give the Warriors this. I thought in the first half, defensively, they did a great job stopping the dribble handoff stuff that they love to do, the Sacramento Kings, and a lot of cutting and movement off ball. They did a great job denying. But when you get to the end of the game, you can call it fresh legs. You can call it better execution. Warriors not being as good defensively. I'll listen to whatever you want to say. Kings got almost anything they wanted in the half court.
They did.
I mean, you just got to call it what it is.
And Harrison Barnes, even when he didn't make shots, he sensed when, Stephen Curry's on me, he's a smaller guy, I'm at least going to go to the rack.
Yes.
And they made Curry use his legs. I like the strategy of letting Fox defend. Curry, 94 feet. Even though he wasn't pressing him, but he was in his face. He was breathing on him. And I thought Curry, I don't think he will tonight, but I thought Curry deferred a lot in this basketball game.
I agree with you.
And you know what? It's time to say, I'm the god. I'm the best point guard in the league. I'm the greatest shooter of all time.
I'm with you.
He needs to take this game over, especially if Jordan Poole can't go tonight, who's questionable for game 2 with the ankle injury.
That's a big one. I mean, they need Jordan Poole. It felt like he was doing things. I keep going to 2 things. You brought up the end of that third quarter. Malik Monk, in the middle of the second quarter, gets 3 fouls.
Yep.
Okay? And
they left him in the game.
No, he yanked him and then
He
put him
yanked him
back
and
in.
then put him back in.
Right
That's
back
what I'm
in.
saying.
And to
Yeah.
me, that was Mike Brown having confidence in his guy. You talked about Jordan Poole getting yanked while he's cooking. Well, the reverse happened with Mike Brown. He stuck with his guy even though he had foul trouble. And I'm saying, Warriors, attack Malik Monk.
Well,
Get him in foul trouble even more. He's on the floor with 5 minutes to go. He's already got 3 fouls, and you're not attacking him?
Not only that, the Warriors, I believe they got into the bonus in the fourth quarter with 8 minutes to change left.
God.
And all of a sudden, let's just settle for jumpers now. Now, we identified that the Kings don't have any rim protection. Well, the Kings know that the Warriors don't have any rim protection. They attack the glass at will. Offensive rebound, 17-9, Sacramento Kings. Points in the paint, 60-44, Sacramento Kings. Second chance points, 21-16, Sacramento Kings. When you don't win the hustle plays, these are what cost you championships. These are what wins you championships. Remember Pat Riley? No rebounds, no rings. Well, the Warriors didn't rebound well Saturday night in Sacramento. And you know what? We'll see what happens in the series. I do believe the Warriors are going to win game 2.
Well, they have to win tonight.
I do believe they'll win game 2.
Feels like a must-win.
They have to win game 2. They've never been down 0-2 in a series under Steve Kerr.
That's pretty incredible.
Ever. So, and I believe they'll win tonight. But long term, again, we keep talking about this with this team in the regular season. Young, athletic teams give the Warriors fits because they have fresher legs.
Yes.
They get the loose balls, and you saw it on display Saturday night in Sacramento. And that is a concern of mine, no doubt.
The fourth quarter, everyone's talking about the final 7 minutes and how 3 happy that the Warriors got. I also thought that the whistles kind of slowed down their defense. Wiggins has Fox trapped on the sideline, and it looks like Fox is going to throw the ball off of Wiggins' legs, and Lloyd calls a weak little push down. I'm not blaming the officials, but I'm just saying, I thought this was an important sequence. That was a bad foul. Yep. Then on the very next play, they bomb a 3. Warriors get the rebound, and GP2 gets called for a foul, boxing out 3 guys, boxing out Sabonis.
Yep.
And then what happens on the next play? Fox hits a 3.
Yep.
That's a huge sequence. Then they come down and huge 3-pointer by Klay Thompson. He responds. Then Fox tries to hit that big dunk. Malik Monk gets the rebound. He goes in for an unbelievable layup attempt. 2 Warriors have him completely blocked. He goes to the free throw line. They got 3 fouls in 30 seconds, and it felt like all of their momentum defensively was zapped.
Well, Curry got a cheat one, too, with 3.3 seconds left on the shot clock with Fox. He got the switch out on Fox.
Yes.
40 feet away from the rim.
Yes.
And a little body contact, boop, boop, foul. And it's like, you're slowing things down. I thought, hell, even on the last Wiggins 3, where he's wide open in the corner, Wiggins, look, I'm eager to see how his body responds. He hadn't played since February 13th.
He looked pretty damn good.
He looked really good.
I thought he looked pretty damn good.
But how is he going to respond to playing that level of basketball? That was a high level basketball game. How will his body respond? Look, in the fourth quarter, he goes 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. All 4 of his attempts were from the 3-point line. Most of them were wide open. Sacramento said, we'll live with Wiggins shooting at 3. I'll live with them shooting that quarter 3 too, but the lane looked wide open. You didn't need a 3. You could have got a 2. But I also thought on the scramble drill, look, you're not going to tell Wiggins not to shoot it. He's wide open.
His feet are set.
I get it.
It's tough.
GP2,
I have a hard time telling him that's a bad shot.
With all the ticky-tack fouls they called that fourth quarter, we sure GP2 shouldn't have got a foul call for the loose ball foul there, scrambling for the rebound late in the sequence? We didn't? So my problem with NBA refereeing is they anticipate the foul call. They don't wait for the foul to happen. They anticipate a foul, wait. They see a guy driving, they're like, boo, boo, boo. We think contact's coming. You see it all over the league, all across the league. We got to stop this, man. Let the guys foul first and then call the foul.
Well, personally, I thought the first half they let him play. There were some ticky-tacky stuff, but that's not why the Warriors lost. You want to know the Warriors lost? Steph hits a crazy 3 in the corner, and what does Fox do? Comes down and he answers that 3. They had an answer for every little thing that the Warriors wanted to do. And they out-executed, they out-hustled the Warriors, and I felt like they were a little more efficient. This game was this is a 1, 2, 3 possession game where you can go back and find certain sequences and nitpick it apart. But also, really, this was a tight game.
Well, it was a tight game, but when you lose a tight game, it comes out to these stats. Points in the paint, 60-44. Second chance points, 21-16. Fast break points, 12-9. Those are all advantages for the Sacramento Kings. Oh, by the way, turnovers, right? Because turnovers are even. Warriors committed 15, Sacramento committed 13. But how about the points off turnovers?
Well, what was it?
Sacramento plus 11 when it comes to points off turnovers, 16-5.
Well, what if I say to you that the Warriors were actually slightly below their average in terms of turnovers?
Well, they average 16.7 a game.
Yeah.
But it's the turnovers, the points off turnovers you get up.
Yeah.
So you give up 16 points off those turnovers. Sacramento commits 13. You only score 5 off those turnovers.
What did you think of the
That's
shot
plus 11.
What about the shot selection?
I thought it was fine.
Okay.
I thought it was fine. We'll get to Klay Thompson and what he had to say about that.
I don't even mean Klay. I think the team as a whole felt like they got 3 happy down the stretch.
I thought it was fine.
Even Steph Curry. I think we love Steph Curry, but like even Steph, I thought got a little 3 happy. I'd like to see them work for a better shot.
But look, when you lose those other categories, in a playoff game,
I hear you.
Rebounding, turnovers, points in the paint, second chance points, points off turnovers. All of a sudden, that's going to negate everything. So it negates your plus 12 from the three-point line. It negates the 48% you shot from the floor. It negates the fact that you went to the free throw line 27 times. It negates all that stuff because you don't take care of the other stuff, the hustle points, the hustle boards, the other categories, the hitting stuff that a box score is not going to tell you about. So they're down 1-0. We're going to take your calls coming up here. RJ Cameron will get you on the other side.
Took 53s in this game.
Well, exactly. So I'm eager to watch the Warriors beat up on Sacramento game 2. I really am. Because now I'm going to say
this feels must win to me.
I'm not panicking here, but their fan base is starting to annoy me a little bit. Well, a little bit. They're starting. They're come on. They're starting to annoy me.
I would be lying to you, Bonte. I'd be lying to you if I didn't say I wasn't frustrated as well. But when you win, you get to stick your chest out.
It's not frustration. It's annoyance.
Okay.
They're annoying. That's what it is.
When you win, you get to have all the spoils.
It's even before the winning. It's, oh my God, you're not showing our pregame warm-ups on national television. Hey, Sacramento, I know you haven't been here in 17 years. But they only do that for the conference finals and the NBA finals. And they barely even do it for the conference finals.
Can we defend Kings fans here? I hate the NBA on ESPN pregame or ABC or whatever the hell, the Disney brand. I can't stand their pregame. I'm with you there. I wanted to feel the environment out in front of Sacramento.
Screw all that with Sacramento.
It was pretty live.
No. Screw their fan base. Because what they did to Uncle Earl out there, Earl Stevens.
We can get into
and I
that.
talked to 40. Screw them. Screw them. Screw that security guard.
Did you just humbly say you talked to 40?
Go on the break here.